Hi, my name is Dwayne Arthur Jones. I am a public speaker and author of a new book, The Homeless Poet, Writing from Main Street to Capitol Hill, Influencing Legislation Through Poetry, Volume 1. It is now available on Amazon.com. At the end of the video, you can follow the link to more information on how to buy and purchase this book. It is available. Thank you. I write about social topics and issues that are happening in our that's happening in real time. I write about these social issues and how they are being debated throughout our social circles and how they're being communicated through social media and our news media. And I put this in poetic compositions. I use provisional threads of the United States Constitution throughout my poetry to support positions I state and make in my poetry. The purpose of this video is to address another member of our subpopulation that is missing from the addresses of our state and federal leaders as they address this nation on COVID-19. The population that we tend to overlook the most, especially in our recent pandemic of COVID-19, the coronavirus, is the homeless population, which is an epidemic. We have our leaders at the executive branch, federal level, state and city level. At the federal, the President of the United States of America. At the state and city level of California, Governor Newsom and Mayor Andrew Garcetti, which they are doing a great job. But in their addressing this nation, they're prioritizing the vulnerability of specific sectors and members of subpopulations which should receive the most protection. First responders, seniors over age 65, and persons experiencing extreme symptoms. But our homeless communities are missing from this priority, and that's the issue I have with Governor Newsom and Mayor Andrew Garcetti, and especially the President of the United States. In their executive addresses, we've talked about advocating measures to reduce hardships for employers and employees by offering paid sick leave, to residential tenants and landlords, tenants that are unable to pay their rent, that no evictions notices will be made or offered to them during this declaration, and to business owners and commercial landlords providing or offering stimulus packages. Concluding their addresses by recommending that we follow procedures to minimize the risk and spread of COVID-19, as we should. All continue to be due diligent in our health and safety practices to ensure the health and safety for our neighbors. Isn't this what social consideration is about? That the declaration of courtesy is that the purpose of hygiene is not to ensure your health and safety, is to ensure the health and safety of others. You know where your hands have been, but the recipient of your germs do not. This is why we wash our hands for the next person I decide to touch. In closing, I implore all our leaders at the federal, the state, and the county and city levels to address these 4 questions that are missing from your address to the nation. Number 1, have any members of the homeless community tested positive? Number 2, how will the homeless get access to testing and treatment? Number 3, how will we quarantine the homeless if they're affected? And if we cannot afford affordable housing, what facilities will be used for homeless containment of COVID-19? And number 4, how will the homeless practice social distancing when they have drug and mental health as their issue? I invite you all to like, to comment, to share this video, and subscribe to my channel. I have more content to follow and more books to write and author. You can buy again my new book, The Homeless Poet, Writing from Main Street to Capitol Hill, Influencing Legislation Through Poetry, Volume 1. It's available now on Amazon.com. Please follow the link and information below. And I thank you for listening.